It's like, what's this on my neck? It's cold. It's the microphone. Hello, my name's Elaine. We're in with our Cape porcupines here. So we have two boys. They are brothers, and they're called Pickle and Dill. I started to work with them just over 7 years ago, helping to look after them. So I feel like I know them pretty well. And that's why I have nicknamed Dill Trouble, because although they're both brilliant boys, he is definitely the cheekier of the pair. There's a few different ways you can tell who's who between them. So the easiest way is to look at their necks, because they've got a white stripe that runs across, and Dill has a much thicker stripe than Pickle does. So there you are. They're actually nocturnal out in the wild, and although ours are captive bred, they're kind of much more adjusted to living day-to-day routines with us in the daytime. It does mean that they don't have great sight, but they have amazing hearing. So they can get startled, spooked pretty easily by loud noises. So big crowds of people and things like that, getting excited to see them, can actually make them run away. So that's why we've started a training program with them. And we've been doing it regularly over the past year or so now. So basically, we started inside. They've each got a stump that they come to. And when they come to the stump, they get a reward. So we use their favourite foods for that, which is banana. And it's a big motivator for them. Stump. Good. You want some banana? That's not your stump. So they come to the stumps, they get some banana reward, we ask them to stay, they get more rewards, and we do that for a few minutes each time just to kind of get them used to the idea. And so earlier this year, whenever it was warmer weather out in springtime, we started doing this outside as well. And they did really well with that, so they mastered it really easily, really quickly inside, because they're very intelligent animals. And outside they've done really well progressing as well, so they've actually been able to train them outside for a whole session without them running away, even though there could be a crowd of people the whole way around watching them. So really proud of them. They've done really well. And hopefully this will just continue to get better and better the more we train them, obviously. We've just celebrated their birthdays as well, so they've just turned 9. So I was able to make them some porcupine-friendly cardboard cake stuffed with all their favourite things, pellets and nice nuts and carrot candles, things like that, which they enjoyed. So just to give you an idea, out in the wild they can live till around about 10, but in this kind of captive environment they don't need to worry about finding food and predators and all that sort of thing, so they can live till they're around about 20 or so. So I'm hoping they'll be with us a lot longer yet, and you'll get to, hopefully, if you come and see them, they'll be more confident and you'll get to see a bit more of them each time you come. Yeah, they're the biggest porcupine species. And whenever they get, riled up and they raise their quills, they can make themselves look ginormous. And whenever they eat the nuts as well, they make a really cool sound when they're trying to crack into the nut and go do 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 do. It's really cool. So, porcupine quills are basically just made of keratin, the same as our hair, and different parts of their body have different types of quills. So towards the top of their head, it's more sort of thin, fine sort of hair, more hair-like, and then they get big long ones towards their sort of along their backs. The further down they go, and then closer to their bums, they get smaller and a little bit thicker, like this. So they're very sharp. We don't like to give them out to anybody because they are pretty dangerous. There's a little bit of a myth about porcupines being able to shoot their quills. This actually isn't true. What they would do if they get kind of worried or anxious, they will raise their quills, make them look as big and intimidating as they can, and then they will start reversing towards you as fast as they can. And they can also make noises with their quills as well. So whenever they like I say, they get really anxious or worried, trying to defend themselves, they'll start shaking their quills, and this sort of is a little bit of a rattle at the start, and whenever they're really angry or really in need to get away from a bad situation, it turns into sort of a roar almost, and it's so loud you'll be surprised just how loud they can be, just by depending on their mood with these quills. They can do a lot, but But yeah, they're pretty awesome. They're really good boys. Yeah, you don't need to be afraid of them. They're awesome boys. They're definitely, I know you shouldn't have favourites, but they're definitely my favourites. So yeah, I definitely recommend coming to see them if you come up to Wildlands. Stamp. Good. Stamp. Stamp. Yep. Stay. Good. Stamp. Yep. Stay. Good. Good. Stay. Good. Well done, good boy. Stay. Yep.